All right, we are back with another episode of Safe on Talk. I'm Destin, and I'm here with Chris as always.
What up, though?
Yeah, it's been I think like a month, right, since we did the last one.
I ain't want to say month.
Yeah, probably about a month. Lots happened, obviously, so I'm gonna be talking some tournament stuff. Just had a tournament here, AGN. Chris went to PAX. I'm excited to hear about that. Evo Japan happened. I don't know. There's a ton of stuff, so
Yeah, man.
not everything is on the scroller, but we're just gonna have to rip through a bunch of stuff. Yeah, man. So how you been? You had a tournament this weekend.
I did have a tournament this weekend, the first one in 5 months, and my crew was rusty.
Oh,
Man, when
that's
I
so.
tell you, I was
And it
over
was a
there
new
like,
spot
damn,
too. So,
huh?
and it was a new spot.
Yeah, so it changed it. The outlay was a little bit different. And just trying to figure that whole because it was a big ass gym, man. Like I didn't,
Yeah,
it didn't look that big, but then once we got like 94 people in there and it still was crazy room to move around, I said, "Oh, this is pretty big." So, yeah, man.
yeah. So every time I kept like I'd go to walk outside or something, I'd walk by everything. I'd see like a pitching machine and all this stuff, and I'm like, man, can I come here like normally?
Yeah,
Like,
you
what is
actually
this
can. It's
place?
a rec center, so
That's kind of
um,
dope.
yeah, so it's like it used to be where the Rhinos played, but they kind of repurposed it.
Uh,
Rhinos not there no more, so now it's at our center, and they like all different teams come there to practice, and different youth leagues come there to play games, and you can play basketball on Sundays, and you can rent the gym out, and stuff like that. If you want to have like a open run with your boys and all that, you just let them know, hey, I want to rent the gym on Sunday from 1 to 3 or whatever, and then y'all can rock out. So it's got a little weight room in there, got some cardio equipment. Um, it's a cool little spot, man. It's kind of when you first walk in, like we went straight to the back. But if you first walk in and keep going straight across to the front, there's like some classrooms and stuff like that too. So it's a lot of cool stuff, bro.
yeah, it was a really cool place, and the
Mhm.
spot you guys had, there's plenty of room.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
still
Yeah.
filled up. It looked like there was well, like 80, 90, 100 people.
There was 94 people we had come
94,
in
yeah.
there. Yeah. And it still had a good chunk of space to be able to operate. So it was good though. I wanted to connect with the city of Rochester and do more with them, obviously. And this was a good opportunity to do that. And shouts to Eric Rose, who's the director of all the rec centers in the city of Rochester. Him just being able to connect with me, and he said esports, and I explained to him what we do. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'd love to have that." And then when he came in and saw how many people were coming in, he's like, "Holy crap! Like this is serious." I was like, "I tried to tell you."
Yeah.
We get down over here. So yeah, it was cool though, man. It was a good spot, and I appreciate how hospitable everybody was, man. The staff, the security, all that. Only thing that really sucked was the internet was blocked. Everything was freaking blocked by the internet, man. Like these places, boy, they don't play. They don't let you get on the websites for nothing. At one point in time, Start GG was blocked too. D
What was blocked?
Start GG, where we run the
Oh,
Smash
oh.
tournaments.
They couldn't get on it?
Yeah, so we were able to get on Chalons, but I had to use my hotspot. For some reason, we couldn't use their Wi-Fi, or even when we connected a LAN cable, we couldn't do that either. So
Wow.
yeah, it was crazy.
Did he
But
say
other than that,
anything
man,
about that?
what's
Like
up?
when he saw the
Yeah,
people, you
he
might have a
said
little bit of leverage to be like, you know,
he said the what is it? They got to put in the IT ticket to unblock that for that day
mm,
in the future. He didn't know that, and he thought we could just use the guest Wi-Fi, but that or and then we tried to use like one of the employee Wi-Fi passwords. None of that stuff would work. It wouldn't let nobody in. So you know, you live and you learn.
yeah. No, I thought the spot was great. You think you're gonna be doing monthlies there for now?
Actually, it's funny. I just had a meeting with somebody today. One of the guys from the owner from Great Lakes Gaming.
Mm,
And so I told him what we need, and then to because he wants me to host over there. He pretty was like, "Yo, Chris, like, what do you need me to do to get you guys to host tournaments over there?" He's like, I see y'all hosting, and I really want to have this space, and I want to have people in the space." So um, we spoke a while back, maybe 4 or 5 months ago, and I was still a little iffy on it, and I wanted to do some stuff with the city. So I said, "Well, we'll see." But he's been pretty persistent, and I could kind of tell with the vibe with him has changed a little bit. it's a little more humble, a little more like, okay, what do you really need for real, for real? You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and it's tough because he's young and he's in a position where, he's got his own place, and sometimes when you get your own place, you want to look like you know what you're doing at all times, and you
Mm,
never want to be like caught with your pants down. I
yeah.
think, but sometimes if you don't know what you're doing to someone that does know what they're doing, we kind of be like, yeah, you still gotta learn a few more things before you and I could rock and roll. So we
Yeah.
had a meeting today though, and things went well. As long as he can meet the demands, what I need to host the tournament there, it's a good chance we'll be hosting at Great Lakes Saturday, one of the Saturdays in May and June too. So
Where's that spot at?
it's downtown, 100 South Clinton Avenue.
Oh, okay,
So
so it is in the city. Cool.
yeah, it's right. It's like literally in the middle, like downtown, and it's a pretty dope spot. I can't front, man. Like, the internet there is great, man. They got green light, so it's a cool spot. It looks good in there. Aesthetically, it's pretty nice. Still kind of generic in some areas, but he's young. They're trying to grow things, so they're gonna find their flavor as they go along. But I like that. I like the location, man.
Yeah. Cool, cool.
Yeah, so we might be there soon.
Oh, yeah, keep us updated.
You know I will.
Let's see. Before we talk about your PAX expedition, let's see what's some of the big news. Tekken is releasing all these character trailers,
Oh God.
and it's becoming, and it's just becoming like a dope, dope, dope
Oh
beta
man, it's
date,
crazy.
and then next video, dope, dope beta date when, dope. Like it's just the same thing every video. It's like, oh yeah, mad cool. Any information? Now, some people got to play it. You know, Maximilian got to play it.
Well,
Um,
man, Max get to play everything,
I
man.
know it's fucking ridiculous.
Jealous,
Like,
freaking jealous.
but he was talking. He was like, it's farther out than you think. He's like, they're putting all this shit out there, but he's like, it's gonna be at least a year plus, before it's out. So really, the only hope, probably not looking at a release date. Probably hoping they do like a beta thing, which has worked well for like Street Fighter 6. So I'm
Yeah,
assuming they'll probably
yeah.
follow suit. But it's weird that we're getting all this Tekken information, but the game that's gonna come out before it, Mortal Kombat, it ain't said shit
Nothing,
yet. So
nothing.
so like we're gonna get like an info dump on that pretty soon, hopefully. But
I hope so, man. I've been waiting forever. God dang.
I don't really play. You play Mortal Kombat. I played a little bit, just like casually.
MK's my MK's been my game for the longest, man. It just I don't know. I just always liked the way it played, especially 11. I enjoyed 11 a lot. I probably put the most time in the MK 11. That's the most time I put into a Mortal Kombat game since probably freaking Armageddon, man.
Yeah, and plus they're bringing back Conquest supposedly, and at this point they're gonna do it. They've been hinting at it and shit. So
Right. Ed is cryptic, but he'll drop it though. I believe it.
yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, and I just honestly I'll play it a little bit. I probably won't get like seriously into it, but I just want to
Right.
see how it looks because Mortal Kombat games always look like next gen and
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
little bit further than the other games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
You're
their
right.
textures and their animations, like um, they just look so damn good. They always look like slightly ahead of the other
Right.
fighting games. So I feel like this game's gonna look amazing.
It's funny
Um,
because people always talk about how great the game looks, but then how clunky it plays. They never. We haven't had a smooth playing MK in quite some time, so
mhm,
people always complain about that. But you're right. The graphics always look amazing.
yeah,
And this always looks like we on the current gen. That's how it always looks with MK.
yeah. I'm curious if they'll keep it for PS4 or if they'll do the Tekken thing.
It's
Well, I
probably
don't know.
it's time. It's probably time to go ahead and
I would
start making stuff 5 exclusive, man.
I would think so, but maybe Tekken did it because they know it won't be till next year. And Mortal Kombat's coming out this year. They might
Yeah,
feel like it's on that line like shit. Like
it's
that's a
it's
hard
it's
decision to make because it really is getting to that line.
but is 6 gonna be on the one in the PS4? Street Fighter 6?
Yeah, yep. Yeah, it's
Oh, it
previous
is.
gen too, yep.
Oh shit.
Which is
I
surprising
thought it
because it
was.
looks really good. I mean, we'll
Yeah, I
see
thought it was
how it
one of the
runs,
past gen.
but I think I don't think the beta was on PS4 or anything, right? Was
I
that
don't think
PC
so. I think
only?
it was only. Oh man, no, it was what you call it?
It was for like console too, the beta.
I think so.
I couldn't remember. Yeah, I played it on PC obviously, but
I'm pretty sure it was on console. One of my guys had a code.
hmm. Gotcha. Yeah, I'll have to look that up. Uh, yeah, let's talk about PAX East. That's in Boston, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up on the other screen in a second the pictures you put up. But yeah, was this a planned thing? Like, if you've been planning this, you said I remember seeing in your Facebook post you always wanted to go. But like,
Yo,
was this a last minute decision, or have you been planning this a while?
I actually it was more like let me see what I get. I got the January. I was like, I think I want to go to PAX, man. I want to check it out. It's been a long time, and I Sharif right there. That was Sharif. He was super chill, man. Like he's one of the guys. He runs a lot of stuff. He's a director. I think he's a director of gaming at DreamHack, if I'm not mistaken. So
Oh, nice.
um, yeah, so he runs like really big tournaments, and he connects with a lot of people, man. So we sat there, we chopped it up for about an hour, just about the current state of esports and the FGC gaming and stuff like that. He was really chill, man. I met Idom, I met Knuckle Doo, I met Punk. All three of them were super chill too. I was very surprised, like, because when you're that nice, I've met people who are really good at their game and they're arrogant assholes when you
Yeah,
meet them in real life, and none of them were like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was really cool to meet three like of the top players in the fucking world, and they still were like, "Hey, yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, absolutely." That we was talking about the releases of Street Fighter Five and what the best season was, and they was talking about their FGCs, and we were talking about the pricing of Evo, like just everything, man. It was really cool to talk to them and see like to see like yo, like these are just normal gamers just like us, man. So yeah, that was me with Idom, and Idom was super chill. He reminds me of Sam, one of the guys on my team. Me with Knuckle Dude, me with Punk right there.
see, this Punk is the one that I'd be nervous to meet. I'm not gonna
Nah,
lie.
I went right up to him. I was like, "Yo, Punk, let me
I
get a
feel like
selfie,
this
bro."
guy could either be really cool or he could be an ass.
Listen, I went up to him. I was like, "Yo, let me get a Punk." I said, "Punk, let me get a selfie real quick." He was like, "Yeah, man, of course, man." And so he's real chill. That we started talking about Street Fighter Five and stuff like that. And me, him, and Idom and Knuckle Dude just kicked it, man. And this was after they had just did the showcase. So I was
Yeah.
definitely like, I wonder if he's gonna be salty because he lost in the finals. You know what I'm saying?
Who was he up
So
against in the finals?
no, I'm sorry, it wasn't him in the finals. It was Idom. Idom was in the finals. Punk lost in the semis. Um, but I thought maybe they would be a little salty because they had lost earlier. But man, they was just like you could see like, boy, they needed a quick minute, and then after that, it was just like, all right, man, we back at PAX,
Yeah, they're gonna get those W's either way. So
Right, right.
they
Well,
know
PAX is
they know
crazy,
that.
man. It was so much stuff to do, D. Like I couldn't even do everything that was there. I I literally have like 100 and something more pictures I haven't dropped yet just because I was trying to space it out so people could really sit there and enjoy and soak it in, what PAX was. And I took a lot of video too. I videoed the Splatoon in North American championships.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, man, that was cool. Just to sit there and like see the camera work at the cameramen at work and hear the announcers. You can hear the people talking, and it wasn't that competitive of a game because the Team Starburst just wiped the floor with everybody who went there. But
Yeah.
it was so good, man. It was just the crowd was watching, people were excited. You could hear the noise. It was just all type of free merch and swag everywhere, man. Like my boy got a T-shirt just for standing in line. So he was standing in line waiting for something, and people was like, "Hey, you want a T-shirt?" Boom, free Street Fighter
Nice.
6 T-shirt. I was like, "Damn, I should have been standing there."
So with the Street Fighter tournament, was there like prizes or was this like a clout thing?
It was a prize. It was like an MSI laptop or something like that. I think it was.
Gotcha.
So I don't know. I think it was Intel. My bad. Is it MSI or Intel? But it was like a $2,000 laptop.
Yeah.
So it was pretty nice, man. It was a winner got that and some bragging rights, and they could call themselves the first ever Street Fighter Six champion, I
Yeah.
guess. And it was still like in demo mode though, because like after 3 matches, the game will automatically reset and go back to the Street Fighter Six screen. So you could tell like we
Yeah.
weren't playing with the finished version either, and it was missing a lot of characters. So
Yeah.
it was, man, Dustin. When I tell you, it was like I met developers, I met programmers, I met all type of people, man. The sights and sounds and all the computers and the lights and just, man, the displays were great. Like
When
I
when you
thoroughly enjoyed it.
when you put this on Facebook, my first thought was like, yo, do they throw these out? Like
yo,
Can I
I was
cop one of
asking.
these? Like,
Yo, so I asked him, right, and I was like, "Yo, like, what do y'all do with this?" He's like, "Oh, we pack it up, and the next convention we bring them out until the hype behind it is gone, and then whatever convention we're at where the hype is kind of gone, then we kind of give them away." And I was like, "Oh man!" So I was like, "Hey,
the real
listen,
one,
I don't know how I would have got that
1937
home,
says, "Hi, what's up, my dude?
but
Thanks for hanging with us."
I don't know. I would have figured out how to do that, but I don't know how I would have got it home, but
Yeah,
I'd have gotten one of those home, man. I
yeah.
definitely would have took the Kimberly.
Well, see, I can't say I'd take the jury, even though I would, but then I look mad fucking creepy. Like if I had that, like, because it just got that stigma, like, oh, you foot fetish motherfuckers. Like,
Yeah.
her feet aren't very prominent in this. I could probably
Yeah,
get away with this.
and you can't get away
It
from it.
ain't
It's
in the
very clear.
face. Yeah,
It's very clear. You gonna see her feet in this game. So,
yeah. Cammy
but
looks
yeah,
hella
man.
dope though. I might play Cammy.
Gosh, it's
I'll have
listen.
to get it
It
in the hand.
it plays so good, D. It plays so good. I was watching people play it. You would just see like everybody was so excited about it, and everybody was so like, and it was the line to play Street Fighter 6 was wild, man. It was dumb long. Like I'm thinking like, oh, you could just step in and take it. No, it was like the line snaked around. I didn't realize how long the line was, so I was like, okay, maybe I can get my hands on it. It didn't look that long. They was like, oh no, bro, we start back here. And I was like, oh shoot.
That's
So
like that's the most stereotypical thing in like a movie. Like, oh, it ain't that long, and it's like, excuse me, like a Christmas story. Like I'm here
yo,
to see Santa. He's like, okay, well, the line's back there. Like,
it was for real like a movie too, because it's like, oh yeah, nice. I look right in there. It's like, hey, bro, the line start back there. And
yeah.
I look back. I was like, damn. So I just went to other places and did other things, and I met the dude who was the program. I think it was the producer of River City Ransom.
Mm,
Um, the like the side scroller beat him up from like 1987, I think.
mm,
But he was super chill. He was behind River City Girls too. It was just a lot of people there who like Street Fighter swag and all that, man. Some of that just a D. I didn't go there with nearly enough money. I'm not gonna lie to you. I
mm.
I didn't realize like just all the fire stuff that was
You're
there.
out on the street with a cup, and you're like getting the shake, scratch your arm. You're like, man, I just need $2 more for this fucking jacket. Yo, someone help me. Oh,
This them
Naj, I see you.
jackets
What's
was
up, my
like
dude?
60 to
Naj is
80
in the
a
chat.
pop, man.
Yeah.
But they were so dope. I saw a Dawson one, and I was like, oh, this is so tough, man. So it was just a lot of dope things, man. I couldn't even explain like the feeling of it there. You and everybody there was so hyped. They were so excited. They were so happy. And like the first night I went there, it was all game boards. So like there was a whole bro. When I tell you the scope of this thing was amazing. Like there was like a life size Breath of the Wild. Well, Zelda, and it's not Breath of the Wild now. It's Tears of the Kingdom, but
Yeah.
there was like a life size Link statue that you could stand next to. It was a giant like marquee of like welcome to PAX, and it was so much going on. The cosplay there was crazy, man. The cosplay was crazy. The excitement was there. Meeting all these people who made their games, trying the game out, and realizing like, yo, your game is dope, bro. You need to get get to some the people who gonna publish it or whatever the case may be. Like you gotta get this game out here. This is amazing. So seeing so many people who were creating games, excited about games, making game boards, they were selling merch, they were doing all kinds of stuff, man. It was absolutely. I was there for 3 days and I couldn't get everything done in 3 days. That's how much shit it was there to do,
Yeah.
man. It was just and Toxic Crusaders. You remember them?
No, that sounds
So
mad familiar.
it was Toxic Crusaders was like it was a 90s cartoon and like
Oh,
they
okay. It is what I'm thinking. They made some movies
yeah
too, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
they
Yeah.
coming out with a 4 player beat 'em up, like kind of like
Oh,
Turtles was.
dope. Yeah.
Yo, when I tell you it look fire and I played a little bit, I say, yo, I'm definitely copying this. It's coming out on Steam first, I think. And then it's coming to console later. So I'm like, yo, I put it in my wish list right there at the convention, man, just so I didn't forget to play that. But it was just man, it was so many things, man. And the displays there are like some of the best stuff. Like I played Star Rail, which is the creators of Genshin Impact. They came out, they're making another game called Star Rail. So I played that too. It was just a lot, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't
And I
even just express like just the sheer like excitement. I know I looked goofy when I was in there because I was walking around like this the whole time.
yeah, I brought this picture back up because Naj is in the Naj is watching and he's going to DreamHack. He's gonna play some Tekken.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and you said this was the the
That,
DreamHack, like the guy
that's
that
Sharif,
puts the fighting game,
the director. Yeah.
the
So
director. Yeah,
yeah,
dope.
you're gonna be talking to Sharif if you there, man. So yeah, man, he does a lot of big stuff. He was just at, I forgot what he was at. I just looked at one of his posts, and he was just at another big event this past weekend. So he just travels spot to spot, man. I told him like, you killing it. Just keep doing your thing, like living your dream and connecting with people and hosting all type of big stuff, man. So hats
Yeah.
off to him, man.
Now I said dope. Slide him $10 to get a good seed.
Yeah.
Yo, you just want to put me in a bracket away from? Yeah, I don't know who would
So
be a
anybody
dream winner.
good? Nas is good though. Nas is a good player.
Yeah.
Nah, I'll see what I can do. I'll tell him, yo, my man going to the tournament, so you know, rank him high and keep him away from all the hitters.
I mean, if you run into him, you said you talked to him for like an hour, right? So we
Yeah,
remember you. You're like, yo, I'm
yeah,
from
yeah.
Rochester.
Well, yo,
I
he
know
as soon as he
Chris.
saw the hat, he knew it was me. He's like, yo, Chris. I said, what's up, man? And I didn't notice him, but because people say my name all the time.
Ooh, look
It was
at
just
you.
last time. I was like,
Knew
oh shit,
you.
what up, Shree? Huh? So he actually recognized me before I saw him, which is really cool because I never know how far AJ reaches, but the fact that someone recognized me from PAX, multiple people recognized me from PAX. I think that was really cool too. I didn't want to mention it, but now that it's come up, hell yeah, man, it was really dope for people to see the name, see the brand, to see my face, and be like, oh yeah, that's your AJ. What's up, bro? So that was another cool thing. That was another like, yeah, I definitely belong here moment.
Did you bring anything back from it?
Oh man, I bought a bunch of swag
Oh,
from it,
yeah,
man.
what'd you get? Anything?
I got some Final Fantasy posters, man. I got some Splatoon pens. I got all type of books and notebooks and pens and papers and T-shirts and all kinds of cool shit, man. So it's a lot of stuff I started giving away on the Patreon. So everybody gonna be have a chance to win some of that stuff I got on my Patreon. And I got a big ass like it's like this computer Ace something bag, Acer bag, whatever. But I got that too. So yeah, man. I just took all any free swag they was giving away. I took it.
Yeah. Man, some of these are they windbreakers? Or are they straight up jackets?
Yeah, they're like leather jacket, not leather.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They're kind of windbreaker ish, but yeah, they got that flavor. But them bleach ones,
Yo,
oh man,
I want that zero one. That's so sick.
that made me so. I was
That's
like,
so
oh
sick.
god, I needed that.
Or no, was that Proto Man? That's Proto Man. Sorry, but
I needed that so bad.
it's still sick.
Yeah, it was just cool, man. Watching people like that, just seeing all the behind the scenes stuff. I think one of the coolest things about PAX was, like, how you see IGN and all them, and they were like, "Yeah, welcome to PAX," and da. Like, and I was like, "Yo, I was there. Like, I was in that same spot. They're standing and doing the interviewing right now." So like, it was exciting. It was exciting to me to like. It felt even more like, man, I'm on the right path of life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on the right path of my life. Like, to be in that and to be in those spaces that for years I've only been able to look at and only be able to like experience through IGN's eyes or experience through GameSpot eyes and all that. So the fact that I could be there and hear it and like just experience it all myself. If you've never been to PAX or any kind of major convention, I promise you, man, like you need to go. Obviously, you won't be able to go to E3, so
Oh yeah.
I'm guessing that's
Oh
another.
man.
That's
No,
another.
I completely forgot about that. I feel like I'm so sick of them bringing it and taking it away that
Big.
like
I don't
it's like a
understand it,
bad
big.
X. It's like a bad X at this point. Like I've blocked E3's number. Like I've changed my Netflix password. Like I'm sick of it. Like I get okay this time. I mean, you got anything else to say more about
No,
PAX? Or,
no. Go ahead,
okay.
jump in.
All right. Yeah. It failed for the exact reason we talked about it on a previous episode.
Yep.
Everyone was like, "We're doing our own." Well, we talked about this on multiple episodes. That's probably why I had to cut them loose. But
yeah,
the first one we talked about, they're gonna try and bring it back, and I was like, "Well, these people have their own shit now." And I looked up the price it costs for them to like go to E3, and we're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars for space, and it's like, and it's nuts. And I was like, I don't know if these people are gonna want to do it. And then a couple months went by, and it was like, no, yeah, we did an episode where we were talking about these people, Sony, Xbox, all them. They do their own thing. They don't want to do it. It's like, yeah, no shit. Seems pretty obvious. I probably, you don't become a $1 billion company by just pissing money away like that. Like when you have a better option. And then now we're talking about there wasn't enough interest. We had to cancel it. It's like, yeah, this was you're hopeful because E3's dope. Anything like that, like I feel like the Game Awards are like the new E3. So
kind of.
So there's something else that kind of like took the place of that as far as like really revealing stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
it doesn't have the same like feel as E3, but as far as the magnitude of the shit that's shown there, I'd
It's
say
huge. It's
it's
huge.
pretty up there. And then obviously everyone's got their conferences, state of play, and all that. So yeah,
Who,
so it's a
who
bummer,
pulled out
but
last? Was it Nintendo who pulled out last?
I don't know. I don't know the order. Well, it might have been.
Whoever it was that pulled out last, they was like, "That's the dagger. We can't do it. We don't have none of the big three." So you know,
Yeah,
D to me, like, here's the thing. I think E3 is salvageable, man. Like, I think honestly, if E3 still wants to be around and do it big, what they have to do is change and shift. What they need to shift to more of a like a consumer friendly show, man. Like if you're not gonna have the big dogs and all the big names be there, maybe you start going heavier with all the indie people. And this is the way for indie games and indie developers and programmers and designers to really get their name out there. Like I know they have indie cons and stuff like that, but there's a way for y'all to, but E3 to come back out there. They also can run E3 exclusive tournaments and E3 invitationals and E3 this and that, and then have specific games. Or if they did you see that Atari bought out they bought out one of the bigger gosh, I gotta look at it, but Atari bought out a gaming studio recently. So it looks like Atari might be getting it back into like the game developer, and kind of doing what Sega does, and just like we don't have
they
a
got
console anymore, but we make games. You know what I'm saying?
they bought Berserk and a bunch of other games. Are you talking about the classics they bought?
No, they bought like an actual studio.
Huh. Let me look up what it
I
is.
peeped it. Yeah, look at Atari because they bought a studio, man. And it caused a little splash, and people started like, hold up, yeah,
Night
yeah,
Dive Studios.
yeah. So they like, oh, y'all getting back into it? What we doing, Natalia? So um,
Oh
just for
damn, they
like,
got Quake, Doom 64, System Shock
uh-huh,
remake.
uh-huh.
Yeah,
So
there's some big IPs in there.
my thing is like, okay, Atari just made a big deal. Maybe you link with Atari right now. Like, listen, y'all trying to get back in this thing heavy. We trying to salvage this thing. Like, yo, let's get in here and connect. And I think running E3 exclusive stuff like tournaments, giveaways, swag, all that, you could turn it into something. Yeah, you don't have the same. Microsoft are gonna pay you $160,000, or PlayStation gonna pay you 200,000, whatever. You don't have that same flair anymore, but you still can have big releases and big names and big things come out. Or you can focus on having some of the maybe mid-size, lower to mid-size studios get more of the shine, and all of a sudden now your event is still worthwhile, and it's worthwhile to anybody who's mid to small trying to make it.
Yeah.
So they can salvage this thing. It depends on if they want to do the work or not. Maybe whoever is behind it, they like, man, fuck it, I'm done. That's a real that's a real possibility. But I don't think E3 has to die. I just think they have to really repurpose what they're doing.
So you're saying next year I might get a text that says I've changed, give me another chance from a different number.
Yeah, yeah. I expect that. Yeah, I do.
I mean,
I,
yeah,
I don't think they're gonna die, man. How long they been around, D?
yeah,
It's been like what, 30 years, 20 something years.
at least, yeah,
That's
25,
that's a
30
long
years.
time. That's a long legacy to just be like,
That might be the farthest one since I think CES is probably the only one that dealt with
no,
games
yeah,
that's longer
you're right.
than
You're right.
E3. So
You're right.
yeah,
Damn, I didn't think about that, D.
yeah, it's sad. So many iconic E3 moments.
Oh man.
The 299.
Dude, like, that's the first thing that came
E3,
to my mind,
yeah,
bro.
299. Walk off the stage. I love that. I mean, you could go on YouTube. There's plenty of videos talking about iconic E3 moments.
Do you remember the video where it was they were announcing Mortal Kombat 3, and they had like a Jax, a Sonya, and I think it was a Kung Lao come out, and they like did like this choreography dance fight. You remember that?
No. Let me see.
Yeah, it was
Let me see
crazy.
if I can find it quick.
It was crazy, bro. I remember that. It was so dope. Like they all came out, they were like posing, and they went in pose, and then they like rolled the thing around, and then
Oh, yeah, man. The more you talk
they,
about it, I kind of
they
it's
got off
ringing a
and
bell,
fought a
but I
little
can't
bit.
remember that well.
Yeah, they got off and fought a little bit, and then they got back on, and they posed again, and they turned the thing back around, and it was done. But it was a cool little exhibition, man. Like stuff like that. I mean, it might look corny now, but like it was so cool back in the day, man.
Yeah, I can't find it. But yeah, it sucks, but it was you could kind of see it coming.
Yeah, are you betting they come back, or you think it's over?
I think it's over,
You think
but
so?
I'm not 100% on that. I give it 60-40.
60-40?
I
That's fair.
wouldn't put
That's
a
fair.
bet. I
That's
wouldn't
fair.
put a bet to. I mean, this is the thing with um there's always for nostalgia shit like this, all it takes is one billionaire nerd, you know what I mean? To
That's a
just be
fact.
like, fuck
That's a
it. I
fact.
don't care if I take a bath on this. Like I could
Right.
do it. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like
I make
and
enough
it,
money to be able to take a bath.
yeah. For like and there's
Yeah.
shit like that in all games. Like Magic the Gathering is doing a Lord of the Rings crossover
I
and they're
saw
putting
that.
out one ring card. And they're like,
Yo,
it's easily like
that's
Post Malone
crazy.
are like immediately put out $100,000 like bid on it. He's like, whoever finds this card, this doesn't happen until June. He's like, I'll buy it for 100,000. People are like, no one's taking that. That's gonna be $1 million, $2 million card. Like
I'm about to say a
all it
hundred
takes
thousand
is
is
some
low.
nerdy rich people to fucking say no. I fucking want this card, like kind of thing. And that's how
See,
it
I
is
don't
with
even
something
play
like
it.
E3 for
I'm
nostalgia purposes.
I'm gonna get a pack. I don't even play it. I'm gonna pack. If
Yeah,
I get
see,
that ring,
I wanted to, and it's only collector's boxes, and they're
what?
already going for 450 a box, and it's for 12 booster packs, which is it's just crazy. I was thinking about it, and I was like, I
That's a
can't
money
fucking
grab,
justify
man.
that shit. Dude, what they're
That's a
doing is
money
they're
grab.
basically recreating the Willy Wonka movie, but with fucking magic cards. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, you're
Except
right.
there's not 8 golden tickets. There's fucking one.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That would have been dope though, like something like that. Oh, I'm brainstorming. E3 could do something like that.
Yeah.
Some kind of golden E3 ticket where you get like the ultimate experience. Come on, man.
Yeah. That'd be dope.
That'd be crazy. Pay for your room, pay for your board, hotel, breakfast, trips, a bunch of swag. Like it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can win the people back over, but like you said, you really got to when you send that I changed text message, you gotta live
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
life.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to see photos of you hitting the gym for the last year.
I
I
want to
want,
see you sitting with
I
your
want,
therapist, okay?
yeah, on the couch. Tell her to
Right.
take a picture.
And your therapist got to send it to me, not you.
Yeah. Who do you think I texted you from?
Right.
That's right. Was E3 in LA? I can't remember where it was.
I think it is. I think so. I think it was LA. I feel like everything in LA, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was excited
Oh
too. I was
yeah.
excited for it
It
to
was
come
in
back. I
LA.
swear it was gonna be better this year.
Oh, so yeah, that sucks.
I
What
mean,
else happened?
it
Did you
happens.
watch any of Japan Evo?
I did watch some of Japan Evo. It was tough, man.
Yo, I fucking yeah, I was so sick of like every day like doing the math and like looking at the current Japan time and like
Yeah, man.
I was like, fuck man, why is this so hard? Like I
That's
wait,
probably how they
it's
feel
the
about
next
our
day
shit.
over there. It's 6. I was talking to Najee, I was like, he was like, when's this start? And I was like, 5 p.m. your time. Because he's West Coast. So
Oh yeah,
I'm doing the East Coast conversion to West Coast from Japan.
it's
And I was
3
like
hours.
6. And I was like, oh wait, no, 7. And I was like, did a little bit more math. I was like, wait, no, I think it's like fucking 8. I don't fucking know.
I
Like,
don't know.
that was the only frustrating thing. But the tournament
Just
was
Google
great.
it. Ask Chat GPT to convert
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Uh, yeah, it was a good tournament as expected. Watched Tekken and Strive pretty much. I didn't watch any of the Street Fighter. That was on too late.
Yeah.
I would have had to watch the rerun, obviously. Of course, Strive, fucking Geo in the finals and winners, and again 6-0'd.
That's so rough,
Like you
man.
know that saying, "Always a bridesmaid, never the bride." They
Always a
fucking
bright.
made that shit for that green-haired pain in the ass. Like just fucking win one. And you can be like, oh well, it won Japan Evo last year. It's like, yeah, but
She's right there.
I didn't see that shit. I
She's
want to
right
see it.
there.
I want it live. And it happened
Hey,
twice
you
in
should have
like
been
2
watching
months.
last year. You'd have saw what you was looking for,
No.
man. That's your
I don't
fault,
know
D.
how I didn't watch it last year. Yeah, and then Tekken was great. I like when they did the character announcements at the end, I was like in bed on my phone and I was doing shit I only used to do in fucking church and class where like my head like goes down, it's like, oh, and I like saw the character things and then I passed out. But again, the same thing. Characters look dope. Still no announcement on any dates of anything. So, um, yeah. So
I
Japan
was
Evo was
expecting
cool.
like some kind of announcement, like you know what I'm saying, like you know,
I really thought they were going to do some kind of closed beta. Doesn't have to be an open beta, but I was really expecting a closed beta.
yeah. I it's got to be coming soon. You know what's in the store already on the on like Microsoft Store? It just says not available yet. So like
Oh, really? The
Yeah,
beta?
you look at no Tekken 8. We look at Tekken 8 for the uh in the store, like my Keyshawn pointed out to me, and you can see it in like the Microsoft store. You just can't see it, it just says not available at the bottom where you normally would be like purchase or download or whatever.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man. That's what made me like, oh shoot, they might be dropping it this year. Cause like when I saw that, the last time I saw that, I forgot what fighting game it was, but like that popped up and then the game dropped around holiday season. So I was like, oh, is that the precursor to Tekken 8 dropping early this year? Then we know, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of leaks are like that where they either purposely or accidentally just put shit up for like a couple minutes and then people see that it went up. Like, not shit that we know is gonna come out, but it's usually shit that like we didn't even know was like in development. And then all of a sudden it's like in the store for like a quick second and someone notices it.
Right, right. And Keyshawn, as soon as he saw it, he's like, "Yo, Chris, look at that." He's like, "I said, what that mean?" He's like, "Yo, last time that happened, the game came out a couple months later." So he's like, "Maybe that's what Tekken." He's like, "Maybe they're just talking all this talk, but like at the end of the year, it's gonna drop." Because like you said, we don't have no. The only thing we know right now is Street Fighter 6 come out in June. So we don't know when Tekken drop. We don't know when Mortal Kombat drop. At least for Tekken, we getting trailers and character reveals, but
Yeah,
MJ, we not getting nothing.
yeah, apparently Mortal Kombat's coming out this year, so it actually is probably smarter if they wait a little bit longer than that. But
Yeah.
because everyone's gonna be on Street Fighter for the next like 4 or 5 months after releases, and
I
then
think
MK will drop.
it's gonna be real heavy, man. I'm excited because it's gonna be still within that first 6 months to a year when a whole bunch of people still love the game. And I think six is gonna be a really good game that keeps people involved because there's so many other modes besides just one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
The game mode where you gotta punch the ball at each other. There's that. Making a character to play online, like the in-game arcade feel to it, and it's kind of like it's like a meetup, but it's virtual, like the virtual arcade. They did it so right with six. Like six was literally, hey, I changed, give me another chance. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And they
I mean,
really changed.
I've broken record at this point, but if they make that story mode fun and
Oh
good at
man.
teaching you the mechanics,
Oh man.
that would be a fucking game changer. That's exactly what they need to do.
Because
If
it's
it
more
gets
reason to
people to
play.
learn the mechanics without
Right.
feeling like training mode,
Right.
that's fucking sky's the limit.
Right.
Like, that's really where it's at.
You're not lying either, man. Like training is cool, but sometimes deep like the grind just is like, ugh, you don't even want to turn the game on sometimes. So if I have a mode to get in that's immersive and makes me I'm learning while I'm being immersed in the game, hell yeah. Like I said, D, even when it come out, it's gonna be some side modes and side tournaments that we run for Street Fighter 6. You know what I'm saying? That's that now we have more of a reason, like with Smash. Smash, you run singles, doubles, we don't want to run triples, but singles, doubles, triples. You can run squad strike. You can do a whole crew battle. You can do a whole bunch of stuff. So there's multiple ways to play Smash and not be stuck on one particular way. With Street Fighter 5, it was just 1v1. That's it. 6 is like, okay, we're gonna give you that plus more. We're gonna add this mode, this mode, da da da. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat it's been doing that great for years. So like I think they took a page out of Mortal Kombat book, and I'm glad to see it, man, because I think it extends games and it gives you more life and more reason to play and not be burned the hell out trying to get good at a game.
Yeah. I mean, I have a couple friends that we're always trying to get to play with us. Namely like Strive, and they always say the same thing. They're like, I don't want to be terrible at the game, but I don't want to sit in training mode. They're like, fuck that shit. And
Yeah.
I don't want to, I don't like, I kind of, I don't lie, but I kind of am like, you don't have to. You play normal matches, you'll get better, which is true to an extent. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, yeah, though, if you want to like get good at some combos, you're gonna have to fucking
grind that out,
jump in the lab a little bit. So
you got that,
but
yeah.
Strive thankfully did that combo search thing. It made it a little bit cooler where you could search and do like player made combos, and that's actually pretty fun. But I personally like combo trials. So
I love Grand Blue too.
Yeah.
But
I was gonna say if I could just say, I don't want to sit in lab. I don't want to sit in the lab or training mode. It's like in Street Fighter 6, you don't actually play the story. It's fun, and you're learning without even fucking. It's like trying to teach like a 7-year-old who's like not good in school. You find a fun way, or like an interesting way to teach them, and that really is what it comes down to. Like it doesn't feel like work because in the lab it really does feel like work sometimes. It's like fuck, man. So if they
It,
get that right, yeah, I think it's gonna be huge for not
I
only
think
Street Fighter
I
Six
think
but
it
fighting
did.
games in general. I think it's gonna be big.
Yeah, man, you got to give people more than just one thing to do. Like Five lost a lot of its player base. First of all, based off of the way the game released. Let's be honest, and then it
Yeah,
just took so long to get a decent roster out there. And then on top of that, it was just like you said. There's only one thing to do, man. I just grind, rank up, grind, rank down, grind, rank up. And it's like, okay, what else I got besides this? So then it only latched on, like the hardcore players only latched on. And Street Fighter Six has always been a game where like the casual player knows the name Street Fighter Six. They know Mortal Kombat and they know Street Fighter Six more than any other franchises, I think, in fighting games. You know what I'm saying?
for sure. Yeah, other than maybe
So
Smash, but
yeah, right. You so
different.
you just need the casual thing, man. You need that. And I think Street Fighter Six is embracing it this year while still understanding, letting people understand this is still esports, this is still competitive, this is still fighting games, this is still a competition, but we're gonna have more fun with it this time. And I'm definitely I think it's the right move to make, you know?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited for Street Fighter
Bro, we
Six.
2 months away, man. We
Yep,
we are 2 months
yep,
away.
two
That's
months.
crazy.
Yep, yeah, that'll be dope.
Who you gonna main?
Either Cammy or Jury.
Okay, I'm
I'm
probably going Ken or DJ.
yeah. You gonna play homeless?
That
Wait,
kid
would you
makes
say
me
Ken or
tough,
who?
man.
Did you said Ken or Jamie?
Ken or no, I said Ken or DJ.
DJ, yeah,
Yeah, DJ. I'm not a big Charge character, but he looks so dope, man. I love his character model this time. I want to play him just for that. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I Cammy looks a little easier to play, and
yeah,
you know, in the beta, like when the numbers came out, or well, not the numbers, but like people that played the beta. I've watched a bunch of videos, you know, them talking about it,
right.
and they're like, like literally every other match is against a Jury. She's obviously what a lot of people are
Oh,
excited
fan
for.
favorite.
So I'm nervous they're gonna be everywhere, which is the main thing that makes me nervous. But Cammy looks dope too. Well, I'll probably try and play Jury, and then she's a little bit probably harder to play than Cammy is, so I might go over to Cammy. But I don't know.
Cammy's
A
it's
lot of
gonna
the
be a lot of
characters look
Cammy by
super
the
dope.
jury. I believe that.
Yeah, yeah. Just and it's just I want it to be Jury so bad because just she makes me laugh, and like there's videos of how she trolls Chun Li and shit. Have you seen that video?
Yeah, I saw
Where she's
it.
like, "Ah, this is the one." She's like, "Ah, this is the one." Like I fucking love that. Like that kind of shit. Like that's
They gave him so much character in this game, man.
yeah,
Like
yeah. They got
personality.
personality. Yep.
Yeah, I love it.
Yep.
Just little small touches. I really think that they took their time and made this game like, yes, this is the Street Fighter we should be playing the next 5, 6 years easily. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I like what they did, man. I said it from the jump. As soon as I saw the early stages, I said, "Oh yeah, this about to be it." Even other people was like, "I don't know yet, Chris." I said, "Nah, trust me, this is about to be it. This Street Fighter is gonna be the one that brings a lot of players back and keeps a lot of players here." You know what I'm saying? I really don't think this time around Capcom's gonna have to dump a bunch of money in to keep players in. It's gonna be a bunch of money to like reward players who stay in, who are there, and it's not gonna take as much effort to get the viewership and everything that I expect it to be. So
Yeah. Honestly, there's been enough betas that like the game looks like it's going to do fine. The only thing that could really hurt it is if there's some kind of massive launch server issue or something, like where it's
yeah,
like down for a week. And I don't think it would kill the game because it wouldn't. But that's the only thing I think that'll stop it from like being the immediate success that I feel like
right,
this game's going to be.
right.
And the first beta ran great. The second beta, because I'm assuming they let more people in, the
Little choppy.
servers weren't that great. Like they were pretty
No,
ass. But
yeah,
you know that's why they do these betas. So it's a good thing they got this out of the way.
yeah.
Um,
Because if they would have launched like that with the way the servers were last time, it absolutely would have been a problem.
yeah, yeah, 100%. Yeah. Speaking of like talking about like names that were known, Multiverses was for a while, for like 8 months, and now they're shutting
Oh,
down, which is absolutely which is it feels crazy, but I loved Multiverses when it came out, and then I just stopped playing it, and it seems like everyone had the exact same like exact same mentality, so they shut that down, but they're doing a revamp. I guess they're gonna re-release next summer with new game mechanics and some rework stuff. But what's really weird to me is I can't put my finger on why it failed or it dropped off so much. You know what I mean? Like I just stopped playing it, but I don't know why. You know? So it's like fuck, like everyone had the same kind of experience I did. They loved it and then they
Yeah.
just stopped playing it. There's a
Um,
lot of different theories to why, they didn't put out enough
Go ahead. What you think?
people have said, and I kind of agree, they're like, I guess right when I stopped, they put out Marvin the Martian. That's about when I stopped playing.
Okay.
And they just didn't put anyone else for months. And I was with everyone else that like theory crafting who the next character was going to be and
Mm-hmm.
getting excited about the next character was like almost half the fun of the game.
Yeah.
You got excited on who was going to come out, and they were putting out people every week or two.
Left and right. It was
So
crazy.
so they set a bar so high, and then they just stopped, and it was
Yeah.
weird. Then
It
there
was
was
like
an
a Tekken reveal, boy, every week.
yeah, exactly. And then what was I gonna say? And then
It was buggy too, though. It was buggy.
it was, yeah. I mean, it wasn't Nicktoons buggy.
No, 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 no.
Yeah,
Let's not.
that was a
Jeez.
master class and not a fuck a game up.
Ah, man.
At least Multiverses, they had voice lines in the fucking.
That's fair. They even tried to do it like a big tournament for Nicktoons, and immediately after, everybody was like, "Nah, this
This
not
ain't
it.
it. Yep.
It's not it.
Yep.
Good try, but this ain't it."
I watched a video, and I think Warner Brothers had. Oh, okay. That was another thing that someone made a great point. They had that $1 million tournament. Remember that?
Oh, multi?
Yeah, for Multiverses. They had a $1 million winner and two Smash players. God, I can't remember their names, like Venom or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they had this big tournament. Let me look it up. And after they had the tournament, like, so everyone was super hyped about the tournament.
Yeah.
And like wanted to like take their shot at this $1 million first place prize.
Which is crazy.
And right after, so these pros just waxed everyone. These two Smash pros. I forget their name. I remember seeing the tournament a little bit. It was during Evo, the last.
Oh,
Evo.
it was 100. It was 100,000.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay. Maybe I got.
Well, I was like, damn, when the million went down.
Why did I think it was $1 million?
I was trying to think. I said, man, I'm missing something. $1 million?
Okay. Yeah, my bad. So yeah, so it was 100,000. So everyone got really excited about that. So all the pros were playing. They were streaming it.
Right.
They were labbing. They were doing all this stuff. And then as soon as this tournament was over, they just fucking stopped playing it. There's no reason. So like it got a lot less exposure. All the pros went back to their normal games. Then they went back to Smash and other fighters. Okay. So they were saying that actually kind of screwed them. I was mixing it up with Street Fighter 6 because that's $1 million, right? They're doing that first.
Yeah, 6 is crazy.
$1 million. So I don't think that'll happen the same as that. People are going to play 6 no matter what. They definitely aren't just going to, we aren't going to play this just because we think we have a shot at the $1 million kind of.
And then leave, yeah.
And the pros aren't going to stream it practicing just for that. It's because they want to continually get better at the game kind of thing.
Right.
So yeah, so I don't think that's a worry, but it looks like for Multiverses, that sounds like a good reason why it might have failed.
That's
now I said it was Nakat and Void who won. I said Venom. I knew it was a V. Close enough.
Void.
Yeah, Nakat and Void.
Void is crazy good though, man. Like, and even in Smash, like.
Yeah, and he was always up on the like top 10 rank. When you looked at the leaderboards on.
He was playing religiously.
So that's a bummer because I really like the game. But.
It's a good game, I think, but also a lot of people are worried about this practice too. Like this whole, like it was we did it so long we forgot it was a beta. We forgot it was in beta mode. Like
yeah.
And the way it was out, like a lot of people kind of just like, oh, the game's out now, cool. And so when they did it like this, it's like, okay, hey, thanks for testing this long ass beta for us, but we gonna pull the game off now. So up until June 25th, you can play the game, and then after that, they're gonna completely. So nobody can re-download the game now, right now. Like, so if you don't have it downloaded already, you can't download it. And then after June 25th, they're pulling it completely off. And then after that, like now we just gotta wait for the game to drop. So that's crazy too. Like I think that that's not going to help the game at all. Like I don't know if you can recreate the hype for the release and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And what they would need in order to keep people playing consistently and persistently, they would need like a circuit of like, okay, 10K here, 10K this city, 10K that
Yeah.
city, whatever.
Yeah.
I like we've already seen, like you said, they doing it once. After that, people just give it, they drop it. Because especially if I play Smash, like I play Smash and I play multiverses, and it was a whole, just the hits don't feel as clean, it doesn't feel as smooth, it's clunkier. And you know me, I'm always the apologist. So I'm the type like, well, it's the first year, it's the first iteration. It's not gonna be as clean and smooth as Smash is. Smash been out for 20, 30, 20 years now, something.
Yeah.
So they've had a lot of time to play and refine their game. And I think multiverses being out, letting them come out, letting them figure some things out, stuff like that. They'll get the game to the point where the game feels smooth, it feels clean and fluid and flows. And I also think that not being able to play offline was stupid too. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh yeah. I mean,
yeah.
when we did that tournament,
Oh God,
like,
it was so annoying
yeah,
that we
it
had
took
to be
like
plugged in online.
a
Yeah, man.
solid 40 minutes to figure out some error. It wasn't
So
gonna do
stuff like
something.
that don't help the game either.
Yeah.
Like if you want people to get in, like Smash is literally like, hey man, take this here, take this switch, unplug it, put it in there. Like, well, this is the console. Like Smash is like, hey, put this in your book bag and come on, let's
Yeah.
go play Smash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with that, it's just like there's no plug in, it's just turn the game on, let it boot up, we rocking and rolling. So for multiverses actually has a hell of a hill to climb, not because it's a bad game, but because of the practices that they have. And a lot of people are upset about the fact that like we pretty much played this game like it was a real game, and people put money into it. D like that's another thing.
Yeah.
I
That's
put
what I
money
was
into a
gonna bring up
game
next,
I'm not
actually.
gonna be able to touch.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What do you
That's
mean?
super annoying. And when it's free to play, like you literally, those are the games where people spend the most on like
Yes.
extra shit. So
Yeah, look at Fortnite.
yeah, you paid for a battle pass to earn shit that you don't have anymore, and that's
Yeah.
mad shady. I hate that
Yeah.
shit.
And I
Yeah.
think that what that's gonna do is a lot of companies
Leaves
might
a bad
try that.
taste in the people's mouth.
Companies might try it, but I think and I don't want multiverses to fail. Let me say that. I don't want it to fail. But I think it's definitely gonna be like take a huge hit. And other companies are gonna be like, all right, that's not how we do it, y'all. Let's make sure we don't follow in multiverses footsteps and have like a long ass big beta. And then like all like at the end, like, oh, thanks for letting us gather all this data, y'all. All right, peace for however long time. We'll figure it out when we come back,
Yeah, what they need to do is just take all the survey information, fix stuff, like listen to shit they aren't gonna listen to our podcast, but what more professional players are saying, like they
Right.
didn't like about the game. Be like, all right, this is our base work. You got to balance it with what like non-pro players
Facts,
want.
casuals would matter.
But
Casuals
a
matter.
lot of that shit does like Venn diagram in the middle, to where it's like, okay, yeah, that was, now that they say it, that was kind of dumb. Let's fix that. Like you said, it's got a big hill to climb because now people have a bad taste in their mouth, especially
Mhm.
people that spent money on it.
Oh
If you
yeah.
could carry over the stuff you bought in the new one, that would be fucking their best bet to do that. If you can't, yeah, that'll be really shitty of them.
That would be stupid if you can't. Let's be honest.
But yeah. So just
But they'll figure it out, hopefully, because I don't want multiverse to go anywhere. I think it's good. I like what they're trying to do. I like the free to play stuff. I like the fact that you can buy the characters and all that. Like it has a lot of potential, D. That's not the problem. If this was Nicktoons, I say get that shit out of here. I'm be honest with you. The way that game played is different. But the way they're doing it with multiverses, it has the potential to be a great game. Now, some people are trying to call it the Smash Killer and all that. I'm like, no, that's not what this is.
Yeah, it's not.
I never even gave it a second thought. But what this game could be is the game for the FGC players, more traditional players, to get in and enjoy the game and play the game in a Smash-esque like environment, but still not be playing Smash Brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't try and be the Smash killer. Like trying to say like, oh, this is better than Smash is like being like, oh, yo, you get shit off Amazon. Well, hold on, I got this other website you should get shit off of. It's like, nah, I'm
You
good.
put a target on your back immediately.
Yeah. It's like, nah, I'm good. I'm just keep getting shit from Amazon.
Exactly.
Yeah, so they have a monopoly on that genre for the time being until something.
For the time being.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible. Something could blow it out of the water, like, or at least overtake it. But if you create a game trying to do that, you're gonna fail every time. Like,
no, that should never be the
goal.
goal.
Make your game.
It should never be the goal.
But you made a good point with the circuit thing. Like, take this $100,000, just do 4 tournaments, for like majors, 25,000.
Yeah,
Like
man.
what? Like this was dumb. Like maybe
Yeah.
they thought like they were gonna do that, but then Warner Brothers pulled their funding because people stopped playing it like after this tournament,
Okay, I
and they
see what
were
you're saying.
like, "Oh, this is we're losing," because they lost a shit ton of player base like immediately. Like shit.
99%,
I
bro.
mean, I've seen crypto go down slower than this fucking game's player base did. Like, it was so ridiculous. The chart was just sad. It was like, fuck. It was to the point when I saw the first couple charts, I almost wanted to play it because I felt bad for the game. It's like,
Yeah.
shit, maybe I should fire this up because this is making me sad. Because the
Oh,
game was
God.
fun. So, hopefully they come back stronger. They do enough to change it to make it better, and they fix some of this,
Yeah.
this kind of $100,000 one-time bullshit. It's like, I'm not
Now
playing it now.
you're right. You're right. They should have split it in the. You could have did 4 major tournaments, 4 seasons, 4 whatever, 25K pot, and it would have made more sense to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like because we didn't win the first one. Don't worry, we'll be in Montreal in 4 months or what. You know what I'm saying? We'll be in Chicago in 3 months. Like you could have. It would have been more reason to continuously play the game versus just this one big one like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're right. I think 4 $25,000 tournaments probably would have been the best way to go, D.
Yeah, without a
Now that
doubt.
I think about it,
And
yeah.
that's nothing. That's still a lot. 25,000
Hell
for a
yeah.
fighting game. Yeah, that's quite a bit. So
You see, they're making a big deal about Evo being 25K per game this year.
yeah, exactly.
And I talked to Knuckle Dude. Knuckle Dude was like, "Yes, 25K." He said, "But that's not including people putting their entry money in too."
Oh yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like at 25K for Strive, um, if it ends up being the same like it was last year, that's a $46,000 prize pool.
Yeah, that
You
25K
know
is
what?
a pop bonus.
Yeah,
So
sure. That's again. I remember I told you I had my spiel about what I think Evo should do, man. I honest to God, I really think it would be the best for Evo because, bro, when you have the biggest tournament, and let's by far, like Evo is the biggest fighting game tournament. We literally call it the Super Bowl of fighting game tournaments in America. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's no secret. Like, there's no other tournament. There's some that are close. Like, I think Combo Breaker and CEO are right there.
yeah,
Frosty Faustings are right there. DreamHack is right there. There's some tournaments that's like, okay, there's some they close.
yeah,
And DreamHack, we're not even FCC. They're not even that genre. I'm just saying, like, as far as prestige, they're pretty
yeah,
they're
yeah.
pretty up there. So, but my thing was like with them, I think it should go like this. I think locals, and I talked to Knuckle Dude about it, and IDOM. And Knuckle Dude was like, man, he's like, I don't know. We already pay a lot of money, to fly to these places and to pay the venue fee. I said, I hear you. I said, and the thing I said, no, you gotta think. I'm not even a person who's gonna benefit from this. I'm not a good enough player to even qualify in the top 1,000. But I do want to see the best of the best get paid more. It makes it like if people are making this their career,
Yeah.
Dustin, and people are making like I'm the best. There's no reason why Mortal Kombat, and I said this, that was like my main rallying cry. Like, there's no reason why I should come from Chile, spend thousands to get here, and I win first place, and I only win $1,900. There's no reason that should happen at the biggest and the best tournament of all year long.
Yeah.
This is the big dog, so it's got to be treated like a big dog. I think lower level. I think locals should be 10 to 15. I think regional should be 15 to 20. I think mid-major should be 25 to 35, around that range, if you want to play with it. And I think major should be anywhere between $40 to $50 per player to enter. Like, think about it. The Stride prize pool last year, if everybody would have paid 50 because it's Evo, they had like what 2,100 people enter.
Yes, yeah, something like that.
So what the pot would have been?
50. A fucking lot. 50 times 2,000. 200,000
times 50. That would have been $105,000 pot.
5,000.
105K. Come on,
Yeah.
bro. That's Evo money right there. That's Evo bread right there.
Yeah, that's Super Bowl money. That's fighting
exactly.
Super Bowl money.
Right. And that's the kind of money that can change the trajectory of me. If I win, I come in first, second, third, fourth, fifth. And think about it. That's not including. So if they would have did that on top of Evo doing a bonus, that's $130,000 prize pot for Strive. You know what I'm saying? Now that encourages more players to get involved, because not only can you pay out top players bigger money, you also can pay lower down. Now you can go top 8, top 10, top 16. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you could get 16 and still walk away with $2,000 and you feel like a winner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus I'm number one and I walk away with $2,000. That don't feel good.
No. Yeah, that's bullshit.
So I think if there's three legs to it. the pop bonus money, which is what Evo did. So I don't know. I don't know if they heard me. I don't think so, but I think what they did, setting it is at 25K, no matter what game, no matter what the popularity is, what the game is, all that, 25K across the board. I think that was smart. That's number one. Number two is, I know it seems like it's a lot, but everybody who enters Evo, $50, $45, $50 on top of the venue fee. Listen, it's the biggest one. If there's any tournament, all the glitz and glam not going to Evo and all the presentation and all that, you can't tell me that it ain't worth putting 50 in for that particular tournament. And if you don't want to go 50, go 40, but you still should have, it still should be more than $10. They like, come on, man, let's call it what it is.
$10 is ridiculous. You can make an argument for, less than 50, but going all the way to 10 is just ridiculous.
It's a lot. And again, I don't think that we should do that for every tournament. I do think with the biggest one, for sure, it should be a decent amount. And people should understand, like, bro, this is not your normal FGC tournament. This is the biggest one. It gets the most exposure. It's the one that ended up on ESPN. And the reason why a lot of people who got a chance to first experience and watch esports saw it there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was Evo. So if anybody has a prestige to do that and have that price point, Knuckle Dude said the same thing, though. He was like, I don't know, 50 seemed kind of a lot. But once I explained it to him like that, he was like, okay, I can understand that. I said, would it be a lot of backlash at first? Yes. But when you let people know what's happening, what they're getting, what they're experiencing, X, Y, Z, it makes more different. And you got sponsorship from everybody. So it ain't like you can't give everybody a nice badge, a t-shirt, whatever, to go with that $50 that they paying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To kind of ease the blow a little bit. To me. Yeah, that's just to me. I don't run it. So Rick and them, they run it. I don't have the answer to that. But like having the bonus that they put in, having people pay 40 to $50, and then having you know how they do, like, what is that? When they put money into your stream when you doing it. Gosh.
The match?
Matcherino.
Matcherino, yeah.
So have match. I don't know. I don't see Matcherino is more or less my wheelhouse. So I don't know exactly how it goes, but I know that I've seen prize pools go from $50 to $380 just from Matcherino donations during a stream. You know what I'm saying? So start the stream, open up Matcherino a week beforehand or a couple days beforehand. Let people start donating during that, and then that's also another bonus too. Now you're talking about players getting what they need to get, and we having a now that tournament is worth it to travel to be a part of, and it just makes it bigger and better. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't travel to Evo because they like, ain't no point in going here. If I come in third place, I'm getting $800. I'm not wasting my time.
Yeah, and I mean, this is how the MOBAs get such like high prize pools. It's like Dota. Dota 2 is crowdfunded basically. Bro, like a percentage of a purchase of something.
Compendiums is like $19, but they treat it like pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And look how much, bro, 26 million, D.
And how much?
And like
how much was
of that with compendium?
How much was it to go to PAX?
Huh?
How much was it to go to PAX? Like an entry ticket?
The tickets were $67 a day.
Yeah, and you don't have a chance to win any money going
nothing.
there. Yeah,
nothing.
You're just spending more money.
Right.
You don't even. You weren't entering a tournament kind of thing. So yeah. Right. So I'm with you. I don't think 50.
But I happily paid that 67 because I knew I was getting the experience. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
So I that's just me. That's my whatever. But I think that this year was the first step in the right direction in really showing esports the proper respect it's supposed to get. I don't want corporations to take over. Let me be clear about that. I do not want corporations to take over and big names and all that. And all of a sudden we got to wear a suit tie on stage and all that kind of stuff. I don't want that. Yeah. But what I do want is make sure that there's a good mix of corporation and grassroots that could come together to where grassroots don't feel like excuse me. Well, grassroots don't feel like they're losing their tournament, and then corporations don't feel like this is not a product I can sell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when they do that, they'll be good.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's hope. You got anything else you want to talk about?
Nah, man. I think we touched on everything, man. That's pretty good. Yeah. Hopefully they figure E3 out because I don't want it to die. Yeah, I don't want it to die.
Yeah, I know. I hope you're right, but I don't have high hopes for that.
I don't think so either. But you know, one can hope.
When we were looking up shit, I had it on the screen, and I typed in like E3 Mortal Kombat, E3 Mortal Kombat 3 when I was trying to find that choreograph thing, and all the videos that popped up were just like E3 wasn't just canceled, it was killed. And I switched the windows, like I don't want to see Chris see that. He's gonna cry. He's gonna cry. You're gonna cry in the camera. All right, so yeah, I think that's it. we'll try and get another show out another week or two. You know, try and get this more steady like we were doing.
Yeah, more frequent,
Um,
man. We're gonna get it back.
yeah, there's a bunch of stuff we didn't touch on in this show. There's just not enough time,
Yeah,
but
man.
we'll
You
get
didn't get
to
none
it.
of the second trailers.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, this will go up on YouTube. I thank everyone for watching. Um, you know, if you can on YouTube, when it goes up, like, comment, subscribe. It helps us.
Right.
And I think that's it. We will catch you guys next time.
Bet.